I finished number 1 in the entire world in the new draft tournament in Clash Royale. In today's video, I'm going to show you the final games against the best players in the world to secure the number 1 spot at the end of this tournament. If you guys always want to know how to be the best player in the world and want to see more gameplay just like that in the future and always want to be up to date with all the new Clash Royale updates, you should subscribe, you should use Creating on Morten in the shop to support me, and also give a fat thumbs up for this type of achievement. And I would say it's time to jump into games, and I'm going to show you the final games for reaching number 1 in the world. So guys, so actually we are going a bit over the draft decision. Since like the drafting was like, I think like 80% at least, like 20% of course gameplay can really help you out, but there were a ton of players really high. I mean, Ian was pretty high, Mo was also pretty high, so really 2 great players who also considered to be the best players in the world. But there are also some players which I didn't know before, and I think they just got so high, not because of the gameplay, just because of drafting. And also I need to be honest, there was a bit of luck involved there. So I'm just gonna go in here for the RG. I thought at least like, what should I do? I was like picking, or like I had to, or like I was like thinking about what could I do, but I think I'm just gonna go for the RG here because it's a safer win condition. Here I'm just gonna go for the Phoenix, even if I'm going to giving your opponent Foundering. I just think the Phoenix overall is the better card. And you never know, maybe you get some reset and so on, and the RG gets some hits anyway. So I'm using here the Bomber, of course, because the opponent has a drill. Makes sense, right? Bomber. And as the last card, we picked the Elite Barbarians, because Elite Barbarians single attack damage is absolutely crazy. And also I think like if the opponent's E-buffs against my RG, it's like way more annoying to defend. The counter push, right, and also having single attack damage is really important since I don't have it. And as you guys can see, opponent has E-Giant, so this is absolutely perfect here. So I'm just going to use my Goblin Gang here in the back. I'm just going to play my Bomber in the back. And right now I think I'm just going to set up my Phoenix here. I don't really want to commit E-buffs too early, so really great play there. And I'm thinking about just going in for a Royal Giant, but I don't decide to do it, so I'm just gonna go cycle my Rage here. Really great, because the Rage will also make sure to kill here the Infernal Dragon, almost at least. And I don't know, like I was a bit like hoping for the good old boy here to respawn, but it did not. But as you guys can see, we're in an okay spot here. I'm just gonna relax. I don't want to push into the flying machine, since I also know he has minion hordes. So I'm just gonna go for my Prince Opposite Lane, and he's most likely just gonna go for his Ghost there. Unfortunately we don't get a hit, but I'm just gonna decide to go now for my Royal Giant here at the bridge. I have my Rage kinda ready because I knew he has minion hordes, so I'm just gonna Rage this here down. Like, look at the goblins chip damage, look at the damage also here from the RG Speargums, also great, gets waged up here, and look at the damage we are getting. So this is honestly really good. I'm just going to use my Bomber here. Of course we're taking some damage, but also Bomber is counter pushing onto the left side, and now we're just going to go in for an Infernal Dragon in the back and really setting up a huge push, most likely with the Electro Giant in front. So I guess I'm just going to go now for my Elite Barbarians here, and I'm also going to go in for my Goblin Gang here. Let's go. Goblin Gang is coming down. I mean, we're taking some damage, but I think overall it's okay, since I can just use my Phoenix High. We also get the respawn here, and we're still in a damage range from 200 HP. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record them live because I slept, then I woke up, then I slept, then I woke up, and I was always trying to find opponents. I slept pretty bad, to be fair, so I'm also, if my commentating is a bit worse, I'm just really tired actually. I'm looking also a bit dead. But I will be back tomorrow, but today, just a rough day overall. Even I'm kind of proud. Also a really busy day, and I'm just absolutely exhausted. So I'm just going to use my bowler here in the back, and I'm just going to play my boy here. I'm just going to go RG opposite lane. Why do I go RG opposite lane? Because I just want to make sure I get the tower. And right now, I'm just going to go in for my Rage here. Really smart Rage. And I need to go now for something to catch the Infernal Dragon. So I'm just going to go for my Bomber here. Really smart Bomber. And now I'm just going to go play this. And this will be a really smart play now. I'm just going to go for the Princess High here to distract everything and buying some time. And now I can just go Goblin Gangs around here. Really good play. I can just Rage the tower here. And this is an absolutely great win. And we're beating Lance, which is awesome. Here we go, guys. Next game against Mikhail Vatsovsky. So I decided to pick the Dark Golem because I felt like Dark Golem is the card which is like more of like winning you games. I mean, Goblin Gang overall is the more solid card, but Dark Golem of course can be broken and the opponent doesn't have the right response. And I'm also, like, a great tip for you guys, which I'm always doing, I'm always pick the 3 Musketeers. So in this tough situation I was kind of divided because Delivery does pretty well against the Three Musketeers, but also for me does pretty well against the Goblin Gang. But I was like kind of scared that my deck maybe gets too expensive and I don't really have too many answers against his Royal Giant. So this is why I will pick guards just to have a secured answer against that. And of course I give him the Lava Round because free value for my Three Musketeers. And also E-Giant so far, he doesn't have any answers. So he just has the Goblin Gang, he has like one spell which doesn't do anything, and he has 2 win conditions. So far so good. We also have like someone supporting at the side with this special emote, and I'm looking so bad, guys. Okay. Actually, look at my cycle, guys. And this is kind of why I'm like was happy that I decided to pick the guards. I don't have any card, right? So I have Rocket, EQ, E-Spirit, Three Musketeers, E-Giant. So also of course I have also Dark Golem, but the deck honestly really tough since he also has Firecracker, which is overall pretty solid, I would say. So I'm just gonna chill here. I'm just gonna go on soon for Elfen Foundering. I was really happy that I have Foundering. Really good against this RG, but also against this Lava Hound. So we do get some decent amount of damage, and I think in this type of situation I'm just gonna chill until he does something. And he decides to go in for his Royal Giant in the back, so I just decided to do the 2-1 split. He also, of course, has 2 big spells since we also have them. So I'm just going to decide to split 2 Musketeers to this side. And this will be now a really important interaction. The Firecracker is not able to 2-shot the Musketeer. It needs 3 shots, so that basically means, okay, everything will be dead, which is really great. And I think right now I'm just decided to go in for a defensive E-Giant here because I activate King Tower because I feel like even as RG, it's still worth it, and I had to play something anyway. And look at the cycle, guys. What the heck does he have against E-Giant? So normally I would say E-Giant in this type of draft modus isn't even that great. Also Mega Draft and Triple Draft E-Giant is overall not that great because most likely you won't have a Tornado. And then like an example like Dart Goblin, Firecracker, Archers, Musketeer, Inferno Dragon. All of those cards, they do so well against your Electro Giant. And you also don't have a Golden Knight to pressure, so this is kind of the thing why I personally think E-Giant is not that great in Mega Draft, but also in this normal, typical old school draft mode. But as you guys all can also see, the opponent doesn't have anything, so it's really unlucky, I would say. I mean, at the same time, we also have a really weird deck, right? We don't really have too many normal troops, but he doesn't have anything against E-Giant. So just gonna go for my E-Giant here at the bridge. He's gonna go for the poison. He needs to go for delivery. And look, my E-Giant gets so much blow. And I think I'm also going to take the Rocket here, because I know I can take the Rocket. I get some decent amount of damage, and also Firecracker is so annoying for us. I'm just going to go for my Foundering here. He goes in for minions, which means, okay, we do basically go in for a Dark Golem here, which is like really insane, especially with the Heal Spirit. And right now, I'm looking really solid. I'm just going to go pressure him with another E-Giant, because I also know his delivery isn't in cycle. So I'm just gonna go for the instant Earthquake here, and I have once again my Rocket ready, and I want to go for the Rocket here because I know, look at the Elixir, guys. So I can instantly just go in for Rocket basically, but I thought, okay, maybe just going defense first is a smarter play, so I'm just gonna go for a Ring here. And he decides to pressure me opposite lane, so I'm just gonna go in for this, and we are looking good. And I just kind of basically now, right? And I just need to go E-Giant the bridge. If I go E-Giant the bridge, the game is over. So really stupid gameplay and stupid move, but I mean, this is what draft is all about sometimes, right? If I would be him, I would be really mad at this game, but this is what happens, and we're taking it up here. E-Giant gets another shot, Rocket is enough, and we are winning this game. So guys, next thing I want to show you guys is this game here, also against the same guy. This is by the way red, and I just decided to go for Hawk Rider instead of Goblin Giant. Why? Because I just feel like Hawk Rider is the better win condition overall. There's not really too many tornadoes, not too many buildings, and I just feel like Hawk Rider always gets the tower. So I'm just gonna go for the Bomber here, because Bomber is just an underrated card. And here, this is a really interesting decision, because normally maybe people would argue, why are you not picking Inferno Ring? I was like, okay, I could pick Inferno Ring against the Goblin Giant, but I personally think Firecracker is the best card in this type of mode, since I can also now pick the Fireball. He won't have anything to deal with my Firecracker, and also Firecracker, of course, synergizes pretty well on Hawk. So I got a really good Hawk Firecracker cycle deck so far, so I think so far we didn't do any draft mistakes, because this is kind of the only thing you can really control. Do your own draftings perfectly and play as good as you can. These are the only things you can control. So I'm just gonna go in here for my Bomber in the back. Bomber is really great. Now opponent goes in for the Heal Spirit in the back. So the opponent's just gonna go for like Inferno Ring. I think I'm just gonna cycle my Knight opposite lane, of course, not same lane, opposite lane. And I'm kind of waiting for him to do something. So I'm just gonna go cycle my Ghost. opposite lane, and now I'm just gonna use my firecracker. As you guys can see, my firecracker will get a ton of value. So I'm also gonna think about going maybe for a Hawk Rider, but I think so far I'm just gonna play it a bit passive. And as you guys can see, this is a perfect Prince value in our deck. Honestly, does make pretty much sense. Also, really good bomber placement. The bomber doesn't get targeted from the Goblin Giant, and he still needs to defend this Prince. So this is really great, and we are getting a ton of damage here with the Prince. I'm also gonna decide to go Hawk opposite lane here just to support the bomber. As you guys can see, this is so much damage. The bomber will get also to tower, and we are chipping down his tower below, almost below 1k HP, or kind of splitting it up. And I'm really happy so far with this type of matchup situation, because I know my Hawk Rider will always get 2 shots minimum, and if I support my Hawk Rider for Firebolt of the Inferno doing like 3 or 4, so I know at the end, when I can commit on Elixir, I don't need to worry about defense anymore, because we're like my last push, I know I'm in a really good spot. So Firecracker, of course, is the key card there. So Firecracker just going down here, and I think I'm just decide to go in here for my Knight in front just to protect the Firecracker. And I'm using my Prince instantly. Why do I go Prince instantly? Really, really easy, just to hopefully kill it soon. And I'm also gonna go now for my Hawk Rider opposite lane, because now he needs to defend and be aggressive at the same time. And I think my Firecracker is able to kill that, hopefully. My Hawk Rider gets another shot off the tower. And I'm just gonna use my bomber here in the back. Firecracker is coming down. Fireball is also coming down. And so far we're looking really good. I'm just gonna decide to go for Hawk Rider left side, because even if the Valkyrie is there, this is kind of what I was saying, right? Even Valkyrie is there, we still get at least 2 shots on top of the tower. Even the King Chaos activated, and he's going really aggressive now. And also you guys will see kind of how really broken Giant Rage is, dude. It's so hard to defend, but I kind of was like, okay, I knew even if he gets tower, this is completely fine, right? My healer is there, I can play a Hawk now, and how is he supposed to defend Hawk? He still can't do anything. So we're just gonna go for the Hawk here. And I know the game is over. I'm also pressuring for the King Tower here, maybe to get another crown. But we are winning this one. At the end, I finished #1 in the entire world in this new draft tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to use code mortenroyale, and I'm out. I'm gonna go sleep now, and hope you have an awesome rest of your day.